Hi guys, so following the disaster that went down in the White House on Friday, President Zelenskyy was in a much better mood when he met with Keir Starmer. The Prime Minister is likely to see a bit of a boost in his numbers, at least in the short term, following what was seen as a good meeting with Trump and an even better one with Zelenskyy. Of course, nothing was actually achieved in Washington apart from favourable mood music. And many questions remain over the UK's ability to provide any real support to Ukraine. But in this clip, both seemed pretty content. However, there are some challenges, of course.
On the street outside, you have full backing across the United Kingdom, and we stand with you, with Ukraine, for as long as it may take. And I hope you heard some of that cheering in the street. That is the people of the United Kingdom coming out to demonstrate how much they support you, how much they support Ukraine, and our absolute determination to stand with you, unwavering determination, and to achieve what we both want to achieve, which is a lasting peace for Ukraine based on sovereignty and security for Ukraine. So important for Ukraine, so important for Europe, and so important for the United Kingdom. So I'm much looking forward to our discussions here this afternoon. Thank you very much for making the time to come.
With pleasure. Thank you very much, Keir. Mr. Prime Minister, happy to be here. And really, I saw a lot of people, and I want to thank you, people of the United Kingdom, such big support from the very beginning of this war. Thank you, your team. And I'm very happy that His Majesty the King accepted my meeting tomorrow, and I'm thankful that you organized such a great summit for tomorrow. And we are very happy in Ukraine that we have such strategic partners. We signed with you historic documents.
100-year agreement.
Yeah, we have only with you such documents with the United Kingdom. So we're happy, and we count on your support. And really, we're really happy that we have such partners and such friends.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so you can clearly see that Zelenskyy has been moved by this. He seems a different guy from the day before when he was in the White House. And this is really positive for him, but very positive for Keir Starmer as well. But the problem is where the rubber hits the road, the rubber meets the road. What does this actually mean for the UK, and what does it mean for Ukraine? So for the United Kingdom, this is a massive challenge. Donald Trump seems to be pulling the United States not just out of Ukraine, but maybe even out of NATO. And the UK and Europe will have to fill that gap. Now, the UK armed forces are not in any state to fill that gap. The Tories have run the armed forces into the ground over the last 14 years. They did not provide enough resources, enough cash, and of course the size of the armed forces has been reduced over the last number of years. So to rebuild that, it's going to take time, and it's going to take huge amounts of resources that are not available at the moment. And it's not just about money. You can decide tomorrow we're going to spend an extra £20 billion on the armed forces, but where are you going to find the manpower, the soldiers, the sailors, the pilots, and all of the crew that go along with that? The engineers, the mechanics, logistics, all of that. Where are you going to get those workers? Where are you going to get those military staff? They're not available at the moment. There are so many sectors that are crying out for labour at the moment. So that has to be resolved. So one issue is money, but the bigger problem is actually rebuilding the armed forces. Now, when it comes to the money aspect, the government has said, and I don't agree with this, but they've decided that they're going to cut foreign aid. I think that's a massive mistake. There's a huge amount of money that could be extracted from the richest people in society. They have huge amounts of cash, and they should shoulder some of the burden. It should not be the poorest in the world. Now, the other challenge, of course, is for Ukraine. They've lost an ally. Now, it's possible that there will be another meeting maybe in a week or two with Donald Trump, and Donald Trump is extremely unpredictable. So it's possible that this fiasco that happened this week will be forgotten, and there will be a friendly approach. Once again, we don't know what Donald Trump is going to say or what he's going to do. At the moment, it's pretty terrible, but that could change. But going forward, Ukraine cannot rely on the United States. It needs to rely on the UK or European allies. And while at the moment there's a significant amount of support for Ukraine, we have seen in the past how the longer this goes on, the more that support declines and it fragments. And of course, that's the last thing Ukraine need at the moment. So it's good that Zelensky is having an audience with Prime Minister Keir Starmer and the King, and that's going to boost morale, I believe, in Ukraine. But what they need is real support, and at the moment, that's in short supply. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.